Hi everyone, welcome to this Power BI financial reporting and analysis demo that I'll be doing today. It will take a couple of minutes, probably about say 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, but it's just to give you a good idea of our masterclass training on Power BI, what you can do, the amazing insights and visualization you can do with simple things like Excel data, bringing that into Power BI, financial data into Power BI, and then creating your three financial statements: income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow, and then doing some financial analysis, basic financial analysis. The great thing about Power BI is once you've got the skill, it's not an easy skill to learn by all means. I've been a developer for the last 2 years and I'm still learning, but I believe it's a great skill to have as a finance and accounting profession. But getting started and learning Power BI, it's not easy. And there's also no standard financial templates in Power BI to create these type of visualizations. So, if you can learn the skill, then, it will be a great benefit to your career, and, it will demonstrate your technical capabilities as a finance and accounting profession. So for that, let's dig into a demo of what we do in our masterclass to give you an idea of the amazing things you can design. All right, so I'm going to just share my screen. And what we'll do is I'll bring up the Power BI. So this is Power BI desktop. So this is where all the magic happens. This is the back end of Power BI. So you get to design your reports in Power BI desktop, which is, by the way, a free desktop application. You only pay once you publish these reports to the cloud through Power BI Pro. But in my opinion, the license fee per user is a very low investment for the benefit that you can give the organization and decision makers. So with that in mind, so we'll start with the income statement first. So this is a very what we can do is we can roll up an income statement. So what we've done is we've taken Amazon's last 5 years published financial results from 2015 to 2019, as you can see here, and we've produced the financial statements. We've replicated it. But what's great about Power BI is you can create dynamic financial statements. So what does that mean? It means that as you click on a year, a reporting period, you can see the numbers starts changing. So for example, if we go in 2017, you can see this is the 2017 number where it's comparative. You've got a vertical and horizontal analysis to show you where the big movements have been. So see, you can just flip through the year and you can do that. So that's, and if you want to go into the detail, you can also click there and you can scroll down. You can see now that the user can see the details, like the gross profit and all your operating expenses. So what you do is you get to design all this in what we call, first what you do is you design it in Excel. So in Excel, you create what we call your templates. You build all your templates with all your data. We teach you how to build these columns, these additional columns and the orders, and the way that you're going to bring this data into Power BI. So once you've set up your templates with your numbers, your financial numbers, you just save those. And then what you're going to do then is you're going to transform. You're basically going to import that Excel spreadsheet into what we call Power Query Editor. This is the back end of Power BI. This is probably the most amazing technology I've come across for quite a while. The amazing stuff that you can do with data by transforming it, cleaning it, slicing, dicing, you name it. It's a very powerful application. So what you've done is you'll bring in your income statement, your balance sheet, and your cash flow data. And what we'll do is we'll do some basic transformation on the data to get it right, or before we import it actually into Power BI. So you need to first work on your data, clean it up a bit, get into the format that you want. And then once you've done it, you just close and apply. So that's Power Query. We covered that in the masterclass as well. That Power Query produces all this. What we then do is we set up, you'll see on the right-hand side here is what we call fields. So for each statement, financial statement, you get to set up what we call measures. The measures is basically, it's a formula if you think about like an Excel, the sum, the average, if, all those kind of things, you basically get to replicate it in Excel, but through a language called DAX, D-A-X, which is Data Analysis Expression. You create specific measures for comparatives, for ratios, all those kind of things. So once you've gone through that, you've set that up, you just drag and drop, you create tables, you drag and drop your information into that through visualization, and we'll teach you which visuals to use here. So for the first three parts of this report, it's all our tables with financial data. We'll move on to the balance sheet as another example. So if we roll up the balance sheet, that's a high-level summary. And if I want to see 2017, I just click on that. I don't want to see the detail. Just drill down on that. And again, you can just scroll down and see that there. Moving on, same with the cash flow statement. We can roll it up. I want to see 2019. Oh, great. Okay, I want to see the detail. There we go. Accounts payable. There we go. 8,193. There we go. A variance of 151% year on year from 2018 to 2019. All right, so that's just an overview of the tables, the financial statement tables. So again, visual, easy to navigate. Once you've published this into Power BI, into the cloud services, users have got access to this and they can play around with numbers and the visual that I want to see. Then what part of the masterclass is we also do some basic financial analysis. So an example, what we've done is we've just created a few simple charts. You can create whatever charts you want, but these are just purely for demonstration to show what's capable in Power BI. So for example, yeah, we wanted to check what's the gross margins year on year. So you can see they've had some good margin growth year on year, which is flatlined there a bit. We've also showed you all the different profit margins. You know, you've got the operating EBIT margin and the net profit margin. And what's nice is if you just hover over each one, it gives you all the detail there. Yeah, we've depicted the revenues. You can see those have some good revenue growth, and also the net income year on year. This is an example of how you can visualize the performance through Power BI. Moving on, now you can look at some correlation between revenue and costs, for example. So what we've got, you see we've got the revenue line, revenue's gone up, operating expenses have gone down. So that shows me that they are managing their costs fairly good. Same with gross profit margin, and maintaining their gross profit margin is actually growing. And then you've got your EBIT and your net income. So again, it's a good way to visualize the relationship of the numbers instead of just producing financial reports. Another example is you can do a waterfall chart. The waterfall chart just shows you the movement year on year. So for example, if we want to see the movement for revenues, you can see that. So this is the cumulative, and that's just for the year. So you can see they've had some good growth in 2018, and they dropped to 48K in 2019. Also, if you want to look at the gross profit, operating expenses. So here you can see they've had some big OPEX in 2018. It's fairly flat if you look at the OPEX there. And then if you look at, for example, net income, there was a good growth period there. All right, so that's basically the introduction video on the masterclass. There's a lot more that we do behind the scenes. In a nutshell, I'll take you step by step how to design it from scratch, from Excel through to Power Query, through to Power BI service, Power BI desktop, designing your visuals, and then Power BI services where you actually get to publish this to the cloud for other people to use and see. Because as a standard like this, you can't share this report as it is through Power BI desktop. You need to have Power BI Pro service to share the report. So I hope you've found this useful. I will share the link in the video where you can find access to our masterclass. Our masterclass is currently set at 4 hours. It's to take you through this. I've also given a bit of time for Q&A. I believe you can build this in 4 hours, but like anything in life, when you learn a new skill, you have to practice. So don't expect to build this one time and then don't think you have to practice at it, because the reality is you need to. Because remember, it's something new to you. It's not an easy thing to learn, but through practice and repetition, you can transform this into a great visualization tool, and you can help management make better decisions by giving them insights. You can, whatever data you've got in your business, whether it's financial or non-financial, you can slice and dice and analyze and visualize it through Power BI. But to do that, you need to practice, and you need to know what you need to do, and acquire that skill. So I thank you for your time, and please keep in touch. Connect with me if we're not connected. I'd love to chat to you. I'm also happy to share more information with you. And until next time, bye.